Hello, my name is Desiree Cantrell, and this is my presentation of my capstone project for History 212. For this presentation, I will be talking about kids in the Cold War and just how and why they were important to the structure of America during the period between 1947 and 1991. Pictured here is a group of students and their teacher hiding under their desks for the threat of bombs or total annihilation. While this is a scary reminder of the times, it's really important to note that there was perhaps not a better time to be alive as a child in the Cold War. Was because simply they were put on a pedestal by the United States and society in general. As I mentioned previously, there was a threat of total annihilation. And although the world may end at any moment, this actually made life in America more important. They wanted to better the lives of children because they thought that bettering those lives would better the future and thus preventing the threat of total annihilation of being important in the first place. However, the lives of children went, that's how the future was going to go. So the better it was, the less total annihilation seemed so scary anymore. Pictured here is an example of propaganda that children may have seen during the Cold War. We see Captain America here holding a communist above his shoulders, and caption says, "See Captain America defy the communist hordes." While this example isn't exactly subliminal, images like this, through radio, through cartoons, through comics, on billboards, on posters, was a lot of what children were viewing during this time. This promoted democracy. It made America seem super strong and communist nations seem super weak. And this was really important for the development of children's minds during this time. Pictured here is President Eisenhower. It is really important to note that politics took a huge turn during this time in improving children's lives during the Cold War. This would not have been possible on a state or local level because of the immense amount of children being born during this time. Eisenhower implemented the Department of Health, Department of Education, the Department of Welfare, and he increased Social Security benefits for Americans that previously had not received it. All of these actions directly helped and influenced the lives of children that may have been impoverished or not receiving such benefits, increasing their lives and their quality of life in general. Again, this would not have been possible on a state or local level because the immense population influx of children. This would later be known as the baby boom generation. An example of how Eisenhower bettered people or children's lives through education. The superiority or the competition that the United States faced when looking at the Soviet Union was really intense. They thought that if they were superior in all aspects, including education, they could outlive communism just simply because they were better than communism. This really increased when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik. With the launch of Sputnik, the United States really kicked their butts in gear. They increased how much their education was improving the lives of children, and through this competition, they spurred on a sense of competition um, that heavily influenced the direction the United States was going in. To conclude here, the children of the Cold War lived a unique and unprecedented important role in society. There was intense competition and a tense relationship with the Soviet Union and the United States, but United States supported the children of the baby boom as if the outcome of the Cold War depended on the success of the youth, which in many circumstances it truly did. Their lives were the center of educational decision making, political reform, and the direction in which the future would be heading. Though it certainly wasn't a perfect life with the threat of total annihilation due to advancements in technology always looming over the heads of Americans and the Soviet Union alike, the children of the Cold War were immensely imperative to the continued strength of the United States. These are my works cited. I used all of these documents in my presentation and in my paper that I turned in for my capstone. And that would end my presentation. Thank you for listening and watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.